Now that's some paranormal shit.
If I don't have any toilet paper, I'm probably gonna go to the beach.
Yeah.
Just, go swimming in that for a while. I'll come out. I mean,
Dude.
like dig a hole somewhere, take your shit, and then go swim in a beach. Like that can be your version of getting clean after you take a shit.
I just jump in the shower.
Dude, or you know what? Just say fuck it, dude. Leave my asshole fucking dirty.
Nah, the shit stain can travel up your back after a while.
Shit.
I've seen that. The back of someone's shirt. That was disturbing.
That would be fucking
pretty
intense.
This is not much of a defense, but in his defense, that guy was so fat, I don't think he can reach his ass anyway. Because he was one of those guys that have kind of short arms.
Yeah.
And then being that fat, I just don't see how he could. So I was like, okay, maybe that's a good excuse, but even so.
Well, if there's a big concern that I do have as far as this virus, it'd be my parents. You know what I mean? They're older. They're of that age range that they talk about with death.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like every parent, they have conditions.
They said this 100-year-old woman survived the. She was diagnosed with the coronavirus. She survived.
Yeah, but you take into consideration the idea. Let's say there's 10 of those 100-year-old women. I'm pretty sure maybe 1 or 2 might survive, but the rest might not be so.
You know who deserves to see the light? That fucking toilet bowl liquor.
Oh,
that fucking stupid.
You heard about that shit, Adrian?
Yeah.
The dude who licked the fucking toilet bowl. Did he get the coronavirus?
Wasn't there even copycats of him?
No, it's a challenge that these kids are doing. It's called licking toilet bowls for TikTok. And the one kid out of 5, he got really sick from it.
Yeah, I mean, that might not even be coronavirus.
Fucking straight up hepatitis, bro.
I don't care. I don't care how much money you're willing to pull out of your wallet. I'm not licking a fucking toilet.
I'm not doing that shit, dude.
Hey, yeah, but we got to consider, let's look at it this way, man. Let's let Darwinism, let Darwin's theory.
For real. You ain't bullshitting there, man. That's straight up, man. Fucking up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe every town needs to be its own tribe now.
If a kid wants to lick a toilet bowl, you know what? You go lick that toilet bowl. You go lick that toilet bowl.
Let nature run its course.
Oh,
you
man,
fucking
dude.
piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that was, about those spring breakers in Florida. I guess, it'll be, another week or 2 before we see how many of them get the virus.
Oh.
But what I was thinking to myself, okay, these are all college students, but they did not do any research on this virus. So these are some very,
Stupid
non-passionate people that are going to be getting these important jobs later. Get it?
They're smart, just not common sense smart.
They're just in college, not because they really, it's not like they really wanted some important job. It's just their parents had the money. And they're like, oh, you got to get a good job, so you're going to go to college. So they just send the kid off to college, even though this kid doesn't give a shit about education, doesn't even want to be a doctor or whatever. And he's just yeah, whatever. I mean, I just do whatever. I just got money, I'm going to throw my parties.
Hell, man.
It was more time in school. I don't have to go get a job yet and be independent yet. And my parents are just going to fund everything. Cool. And then, because that's just what I got out of it, that all these college students who didn't do research on something that's affecting the globe.
Dude, I mean, I don't know.
They said since they've been sheltering people that the ozone layer is getting better. I was like, oh, nice. Cool.
Something like that as far as, I know China, because of how they've been going about handling it, half of their pollution stopped, and they were, the leading cause of pollution, so that was actually helpful.
Hey, maybe some good is coming out of all this.
Yeah, I mean, if a lot of industries all go down, they just can't recover from this.
Yeah.
And we go back to, let's say it's not even far-fetched to see someone on a horse in a few years.
Jesus.
It's if it really goes back that far, that might not be such a bad thing. Because there's that phrase, I forgot who said it, but it's saying, strong men create easier times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. and hard times create strong men.
You know those weak men I call hippies.
Yeah, they have all these ideas, but they don't really do anything besides get high and talk about those ideas.
Yeah. You know what I have? I have a
And then
great
there's the
idea.
activists.
Yeah, I have a great idea for people to help them cope through all this madness that's happening.
Smoke a cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette, do some fucking, and fucking live. Live like it's your last day, bro. And freaking, oh God, my stomach. It's that cheeseburger, damn it.
It's that menthol.
I just say live, bro. Fucking go out and do something, you know? Freaking be constructive. Do something great for yourself. I mean, stamp yourself into the history of the world.
There was this girl, I added her on Facebook from Portland. I don't know who she is, like, personally. And I was like, panicking about the virus. I said, why live your life in fear? Just live your life.
Yeah,
Go do what you normally do.
yeah.
I said, you have kids, go play with them. You know, your baby daddy's a piece of shit, go break his kneecaps. Who gives a fuck?